What's up, everyone? Alright, I have a new reality shift that happened to me yesterday. Actually, late last night. We were heading back home. My father got to be in for the afternoon and part of the evening from his truck driving job. We went to pick him up, and then we brought him home for a few minutes so that we could change and go to this birthday party for this relative of his cousin, who they were really close when they were growing up, and it's the first time she's come down here in a good while. And so they had a family dinner, and he didn't know whether he'd be able to go. We went, and we all gathered. Thankfully, they don't do the thing where you can't come in without your pass. They don't, so far they haven't done that. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So we went there, we ate, and we had a great time. We went back home, changed, and went on back to his truck. He spent a couple more hours there, rested, and then drove on to Missouri. So what's pretty crazy is after we got back, halfway to the house, Mama was wanting one of the pineapple containers that we got at the Love's Travel Center. So we had in total 4 pineapple containers. We got 2 earlier and then 2 later. So Daddy ate one, and then he had part of them and I had part of them. Then I opened the other one and started eating out of it, and Mama and I shared it. And later, when I buy 2 more, she said, use the one that's already opened, so we don't have to open another one. Break the seal on another one. Suddenly, all 3 of them were never opened. I've had that happen a few more times before in the past, where you'll open something, and then moments later, you'll have to open it again for the first time. And we just go, whatever, just whatever. Something like that usually happens when you're super distracted by other things, or you're just really sleepy or tired, and it tries to make your brain think, oh, I was just forgetful, or I was just misremembering. But no. I remember specifically, we opened it and ate some of them, but we didn't eat them all. Now we opened it, but it's like for the first time. So when you have a situation where you open something for the first time after you did not do that, that you already opened it, you didn't leave it like that, or something just appearing out of nowhere, that happens quite often to us affected individuals. So, alright, that's all I'm going to share. Maybe I'll get outside and make a video later or something. Maybe. All it's done is rain this week. It's supposed to storm again tonight and tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll make a video outside or not. I did get the yard mowed. Got the mower up and running. Went down there, mowed the field, mowed the yard, the backyard, the front yard, the side, and mowed around the house, and mowed down in the field. And it was such a thicket. It was like a field of, that mower, thank goodness, it kicks in. You can hear the RPMs kick in whenever it starts having to, the motor kicks in. It has a Kawasaki engine. It's that mower I told you about last year, the big dog, earlier this year. So, earlier this year, that we're paying on over many, many years now. We're going to pay on it over many years. Unless we get lucky enough to pay it off. Just like all at once, but... Anyway. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what happened. A shift happened. We had a family gathering. A shift happened. Some of the family wasn't able to be there, and some were. A lot weren't. But we went to, I called it Demos, but it's Demas as they say. So we went over there. We ate. And I took pictures and some video. Put it in my Google Drive and SD card. My phone's kind of functional sometimes, and other times it's not. So I know I've been saying I'm going to get another phone. I need to just give in and do it. So, anyway, one of my Cousins came back from the military. He went ahead and retired from the military. He's only in his 20s, but he went ahead and retired from the military. He said it was getting pretty rough out there and pretty scary, not only from COVID, but due to the my other one's still in there, but he's just kind of doing a little, not really that big of stuff. But the other one, he retired. He said it got pretty scary. They started putting him in the zones, he started going out there on the ships and into battle, and it was getting, he said it was getting pretty hectic, and he was pretty worried about it. So he got out. But if I were him, I would have probably tried a few more years out there, several more years, so I could have gotten more benefits. If I was going to go in the military, I would have tried to get as many benefits as I possibly could. So, I mean, that's what I would have done personally if I were going to do that. But there's so much risk involved anymore. It's just, and then they're treating our soldiers and military people now just like crap a lot of times, and it's sad. But he got out of there. He said it was getting pretty crazy. Everything's messed up right now. We've got all these other countries threatening us, and then these weapons and stuff going on, and attacks, and so he got out of there. So basically, but he did serve for I'd say a little over 6 years now. It was 6 to 8 years. I can't remember how many. But anyway, I think it was. But he got out of there. And he's back home with his mom. And yeah, just sharing some life updates. And much love. Peace. Signing out. I love you all very, very much. I've noticed one thing they're doing at all these places. They're getting used to you, instead of using your hand like waving. I've noticed the water, the sinks that are automatic, the sensors that are automatic. They won't let you put your hand, like just your palm and stuff, like they used to do. You have to put your hand out, like your wrist, like you're showing your wrist, and they're getting you used to showing your wrist to get the water to flow for you. And you have to show your wrist to get the soap to dispense, and then you have to show your swipe your wrist first, and then your wrist again for the hand dryers. They've changed it completely in that restaurant, where as before you could just kind of wave your hand around the water sensor and it would come on, but now you have to actually put your wrist under there. And it's like here, and they've got new door sensors in places in certain states where you put your wrist up to it, like here, scan my wrist, almost like getting us used to that. I don't like that. But I mean, you could just wave your hand before. But anyway, all right, so peace, much love. This little life update on what we did and what happened, and all of that. Mama has felt pretty rough. She barely made it back home yesterday. She had to pull off and sleep, rest for a little while. And then she headed back on home. We headed back home. She's been really sleepy this evening and fell back asleep, and now she's still resting right now. I assume she's still sleeping. I'll check on her in a little while. So keep us in your thoughts and prayers as always. Thank you, Ian, for your love and prayers. Thank you all. Actually, just thank you all. But to the personal emails, thank you. Much love and peace. Signing out.